Hello student, this is your sixth lecture of Power System 2. Today we are discussing about one new chapter which name is representation of power system components. Okay, so first topic is a single line representation of power system. Okay, so how what is this single line diagram? So first of all, uh, representation of power system component with a unique symbol. Okay, it is called as a single line diagram. Okay, a balanced three-phase network converted to a single network. Okay, single phase network corresponding to a reference phases. Okay, so this is our circuit. Okay, so we draw it like a single line diagram, and all the equipment are represented by its equivalent resistance and reactances. Okay, so this is one extraction of portion. Okay, you can see here this portion is extracted from the main circuit, and it will represent like this, in which you can see here one generator. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit of generator, single line diagram, in which we have one EG. Now what is this EG? EG is a EMF, or we can say is a voltage generated by a generator circuit. Okay, generator. Then if generator is made by any type of generator, are like synchronous generator. Okay, so in synchronous generator there are also a winding. Okay, in stator and rotor as well. So this winding is represented by resistance and reactances, and in combined we can see, we can say that it is a ZZ. Okay, and this ZG will contain two components. One is RG, which is a resistance of generator, and Xg, which is a impedance, sorry, which is a reactance of generator. Okay, and here we have another component which represent by a resistance and reactance. So it might be a load. Okay, some type of reactive load, in which reactive load have two component. It has a resistance and it has a reactance. So this might be your load. Okay, so this generator is a three-phase generator, and it is connected with a load, three-phase load. Okay, so uh, this is some assumption. Okay, EA is equal to EA0, which is equal to EG at an angle of 0 degree. Then we have a B phase voltage, which is called a EB0, or we can say EB naught. Okay, sometimes O is termed as a as well as a naught. Okay, so whenever you heard somewhere that naught, then this is a naught, NOTE naught. This is the O. Okay, sometimes it some foreign author say it likes a naught. Okay, so E naught, EA naught, and BA naught is equal to EG at an angle of minus 120 degree. Okay, so and third component is our EC. Okay, EC is equal to EC0, EG at an angle of minus 240 degree. Okay, then we have a voltages. Okay, so these voltages are VA0, and which is equal to a VAN. Okay, so why we equalize these two component? So here you can say that, you can see that this is the terminal voltage, and this is after the voltage drop in the resistive and reactive component. Okay, so VA0 is terminal voltage of generator, and VAN is a terminal voltage of your load. Okay, so here we have star connected load. So, or also you can already see that in star connection, you have a similar voltage, phase voltage and line voltage. So here we have a VA0 is equal to VAN, and VB0 is equal to VBN, and VC0 is equal to VCN. Sometimes you can say VC naught is equal to VCN. Okay, then we have a currents. Okay, IA is IAN, IA at an angle of 0 degree. Then we have a IB, which is a IB, IBN and which is a minus 120 degree apart from the A phase. Okay, so this is the phase sequence, and I already mentioned say that this is a assumption. Okay, so this differ from each other by closely 120 degree. Okay, so not exactly 120 degree, because sometimes due to irregularities in construction we have a slight change in angle, but it will be around the 120 degree. Okay, so we can assume that. Okay, it is apart from each other 120 degree. Okay, so this is the currents, and how can we calculate this IAN? IAN is a one second. Okay, I will turn off the camera preview so you can see here. We have a IAN is equal to EA0 divided by ZZ plus ZY. Okay, and which is equivalent to IA, which is EA upon ZZ upon ZY. So this is a normal Ohm's law equation. Okay, so current is equal to voltage by impedance. Okay, so we calculate this IAN and which is equivalent to IA. Okay. So, equipment specification for single line diagram SLG, which is also sometimes called in short name SLG. Okay, a single line diagram or SLD. Okay, not SLG. Single line diagram SLD or single line representation. So sometimes it's called XLR, but mostly people are pronounce it like SLD. Okay, short form in short form. Single line diagram drawn using the symbols. Okay, so these are the symbols of various equipment. In first, at the start, you can see here one generator, and near the generator you see one. Uh, Let me take a pen. Okay, this is the connection of that generator. Okay, it shows the connection of this generator G1. Okay, then we have a one block. This block represent the circuit breaker. Okay, and this line representing your bus bar. Okay, so this is the bus bar. Okay, then we have another circuit breaker. Okay, so at the both side of your bus bar we have a circuit breakers. Okay, then we have a transformer to step down this voltage. Okay, normally this configuration is same for all the power plants. Okay, so this is the generator, then circuit breaker, bus bar, another circuit breaker, then we have a transformer to step up the voltage. Okay, and these two things represent the connection of the primary and secondary. This represent the primary connection and this will represent the secondary connection. Okay, and what is the difference between to this connection? In generator connection, we have a star winding, but we have a neutral grounded with a reactance. Okay, so why this neutral point is ground? By using the reactance. Okay, so it has a purpose. Okay, so not just like it will become a good design so it grows like that. Okay, react by using this reactance we can control the earth current. Okay, whenever this generator might have a fault, earth fault. Okay, so at that time this reactance control the earth leakage current. Okay, but here in case of transformer we directly neutral our neutral point to the ground. Okay, so we don't need here protection because already we have a circuit breaker protection here. Okay, then we have another circuit breaker, and this is the transmission line. This is transmission line is not like this short. Okay, it will be around the hundred of kilometers, or we can say thousand of kilometers. Okay, so this is the transmission line. Okay, this part will uh, term as a transmission line, and at the both side of transmission line we have a circuit breaker. Okay, then we have another transformer. If somewhere we transmit this power to a substation, then this is the substation side. Okay, this is the generator side. Okay, this is the power plant side. Okay, and this one is a substation side. Okay, This is a power plant, and this one is a substation. Okay, sorry for bad handwriting. uh, so this is the incoming circuit breaker, and then it is followed by a transformer T2, and here you can see the connection are different. Okay, here one we have a star connection at primary side, which is directly solidly ground with a neutral point, and at the another side we have a delta connected. Okay, so it different from the application point of view. Okay, so if substation need a delta connection, okay, so they use the delta star delta connected transformer. If they need no need of delta connection, then they will use the star connection. Okay, so it will depend, and sometimes you can also compare it with your home distribution transformer, which is placed at the outside of society, your society. Okay, so that transformer will be star to sorry delta to star connected. Okay, star to sorry delta to star connected transformer, because we want the secondary side star. This is why, because we want two type of supply, 230 watt and 440 watt. Okay, sometimes some houses which has a more load, like 4 3 or 4 ACs. Okay, so at that time they will need uh, extra load, so GB supplies them a 440 watt. Okay, so if they want a 440 watt, then a star connection will be helpful. Okay, at that point of time. Then we have another circuit breaker. Okay, here then we have a bus bar, then we have a circuit breaker before the motor. This is our motor load. Okay, and this is a load B, any type of load, lighting load या कोई भी load हो सकता है. But connection of this motor is a star connected with a resistance solid ground. Okay, so this is also a purpose that why this is a resistance connected and this is a reactance, because in motor, if we want to control the earth leakage current, then we require a resistance. Okay, so this is the some symbols which are used in a SLD. Okay, okay, this all the components are marked. So if you want to, okay, so ratings of each equipment, and this is a, generator, so it rating is somewhere about the 100 MVA. Okay, 100 MVA, or it 100 to 200 300 and anywhere. Okay, so and voltage, what is the generated voltage? 11 kV. Then its reactance is 1.5 ohm. Then we have a ratings for transformer also. Okay, so in transformer we have a transformation ratio line to line. So in always in single line diagram, you might given a rating, voltage rating of both the side. Okay, 120 degree MVA is a MVA capacity. Okay, capacity of that transformer, and this is the primary and secondary side voltage, and this is its impedance. Okay, or you can say reactance. Okay, load, this is the load. The load normally represent in a megawatt. Okay, and with the terminal voltage and power factor 0.9 lake. Okay, see, and this is the another type of load. Okay, so load is always with three component. First one is rating, power rating, then voltage, terminal voltage, and the power factor. Okay, so uh, these are the all the component symbols which are used in a SLD. Okay, so these are some assumptions for SLD. Three-phase balance operating condition is considered. Okay, balance condition are considered for SLD. Transformer impedance is indicated on appropriate side. Okay, transformer magnetizing reactance is neglected for SLD to draw the SLD. Transformer magnetizing reactance, sorry, generator is represented as a voltage source with a series impedance. Okay, transmission line is represented with a pi model, and load is assumed passive and represented by equivalent impedance. Okay, Neutral grounding is a impedance does not appear in a single line diagram. Okay, so its impedance doesn't appear in a SLT. Okay, so these are some assumptions. And we have one example. Okay, so in example, uh, uh, this is this is the symbol. Okay, this is the symbolic representation of, okay, let me take, okay, this is the symbolic representation of your power system, and this is the SLT. Okay, so SLT, how we can draw, first we have a generator, which is a neutrally, which is a by using the reactance we ground this neutral point. So here we have one reactance in series with resistance, and then eg is the generated voltage eg. Okay, then we have a circuit breaker, so we don't consider here circuit breaker, as well as bus bar. Okay, this also extracted from this single line diagram. Then we have a transformer. So for transformer, we draw like this. Okay, so this is our transformer connection. Then we have a transmission line. Okay, we neglect this both the circuit breaker, but we have a transmission line. So we draw the transmission line by using the pi model, and this is the pi model of your transmission line. Then we have another transformer. Then we have a load, one motor load, and then one load B, which is not indicated here what type of load, so we take it as a resistance and reactance component. Okay, so these are the some example how we can represent any type of this diagram with a single line diagram. Okay, so this is it for today. In next lecture we will see further calculation of SLD by how SLD is important for a power system, and how per unit system work and all. Okay, so if you have any doubt up to now, then you can comment it in a comment box, and also write your name and enrollment number, so it will be count as your online attendance.